whatever the opportunity, the God, the Gurus are giving us. Whether it is chanting, whether it is prarthana shlokas, whether it is the study, adhyanam, listening of the main shastra. Let everything be sadhana. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ब्रह्मणे नमः। महाविष्णवे नमः। सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो नमः। ओम शास्त्रोक्त परमात्मानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशांति विश्वकल्याणार्थं च साधकानां आयुरारोग्यादि समस्त सत्संपदा गुण प्राप्त्यर्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य अष्टमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं 5th chapter verse number 24 onwards। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् अष्टमस्कन्धः अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच ओम इति आभाष्यसुरान्वेधाः सह देवैररिन्दम अजितस्य पदं साक्षात् जगाम तमसः परं तत्रादृष्टस्वरूपाय श्रुतपूर्वाय वै विभो स्तुतिम् अब्रूत दैवीभिः गीर्भिस्त्वभितेन्द्रियः। ब्रह्मोवाच अविक्रियं सत्यमनन्तमाद्यं गुहाशयं निष्कलमप्रतर्क्यं मनोग्रयानं वचसा निरुक्तं नमामहे देववरं वरेण्यं विपश्चितं प्राणमनोधियात्मनाम् अर्थेन्द्रियाभासमनिद्रमव्रणं छायातपौ यत्र न गृध्रपक्षौ तमक्षरं खं त्रियुगं व्रजामहे। अजस्य चक्रं त्वजयेर्यमाणं मनोमयं पञ्चदशारमाशो तृणाभिविद्युच्छलमश्चनेमि यदक्षमाहुस्तमृतं प्रपद्ये य एकवर्णं तमसः परं तत् अलोकमव्यक्तमनन्तपारम् आसां चकारोपसुपर्णमेनम् उपासते योगपथेन धीराः न यस्य कश्चातिति तर्तिमायाम यया जनो मुह्यति वेदनार्थं तं निर्जित आत्मात्मगुणं परेशं नमाम भूतेषु समं चरन्तम्। इमे वयं यत् प्रिययैव तन्वा सत्त्वेन सृष्टा बहिरन्तराभिः गतिं न सूक्ष्मां ऋषयश्च विद्महे कुतोऽसुराद्या इतरप्रधानाः। पादौ महीयं स्वकृतैव यस्य चतुर्विधो यत्र हि भूतसर्गः स वै महापुरुष आत्मतन्त्रः प्रसीदतां ब्रह्म महाविभूतिः। अम्बस्तु यद्रेत उदारवीर्यं सिद्ध्यन्ति जीवन्त्युत वर्धमानाः लोकास्त्रयोथा किल लोकपालाः प्रसीदतां ब्रह्म महाविभूतिः सोमं मनो यस्य समामनन्ति दिवौकसां वै बलमन्ध आयुः ईशो नगानां प्रजनः प्रजानां प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः अग्निर्मुखं यस्य तु जातवेदाः जातः क्रियाकाण्डनिमित्तजन्मा अन्तः समुद्रेऽनुपचन् स्वधातूनो प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः यच्चक्षुरासीत् तरणिर्देवयानं त्रयीमयो ब्रह्मण एष धिष्ण्यं द्वारं च मुक्तेरमृतं च मृत्योः प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः प्राणादभूत यस्य चराचराणां प्राणः सहो बलमोजश्च वायुः अन्वास्मस्पम्राजमिवानुगाः वयं प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः श्रोत्राद्दिशो यस्य हृदश्चखानि प्रजग्निरेकं पुरुषस्य नाभ्याः प्राणेन्द्रियात्मासु शरीरकेतं प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः बलान् महेन्द्रस्त्रिदशाः प्रसादात् मन्योर्गिरीशोऽधिशनात् विरिञ्चः खेभ्यस्तु छन्दांसि ऋषयो मेट्रतः कः प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः श्रीर्वक्षसः पितरश्चाययासन् धर्मस्तनात् इतरः पृष्ठतो भूतु द्यौर्यस्य शीर्ष्णोऽप्सरसो विहारात् प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः विप्रो मुखात् ब्रह्मचयस्य गुह्यं राजन्य आसीत् भुजयोर्बलं च ऊर्वोर्विडोजोऽङ्घ्रिरवेदशूद्रौ प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः लोभोदरात् प्रीतिरुपर्यभूद्युतिः नस्तः पशव्य स्पर्शेन कामः भ्रुवोर्यमः पक्ष्मभवस्तु कालः प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः द्रव्यं वयः कर्मगुणान् विशेषं यद्योगमाया विहितान् वदन्ति यद्दुर्विभाव्यं प्रबुधापद्बाधं प्रसीदतां नः स महाविभूतिः नमोऽस्तु तस्मा उपशान्तशक्तये स्वाराज्यलाभप्रतिपूरितात्मने गुणेषु मायारचितेषु वृत्तिभिः न सज्जमानाय नभस्वदूतये सत्त्वं नो दर्शयात्मानम् अस्मत्करणगोचरं प्रपन्नानां दिदृक्षूणां सस्मितं ते मुखाम्बुजं तैस्तैः स्वेच्छाद्धृतैः रूपैः काले काले स्वयं विभो कर्म दुर्विषं यन्नः भगवान् सत्करोतेः देशभूरि अल्पसाराणि कर्माणि विफलानि वा देहिनां विषयार्थानां न तथैवार्पितं त्वयि नावमः कर्मकल्पोऽपि विफलायेश्वरार्पितः कल्पते पुरुषस्यैव सह्यात्मा दयितो हितः यथा हि स्कन्धशाखानां तरोर्मूलावसेचनम् एवमाराधनं विष्णोः सर्वेषाम् आत्मनश्च हि नमस्तुभ्यम् अनन्ताय दुर्वितर्क्यात्मकर्मणे निर्गुणाय गुणेशाय सत्त्वस्थाय च साम्प्रतम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् अष्टमस्कन्धे पंचमोऽध्यायः ओम शांति 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 अगेन one of the most profound beautiful stutis of Narayana found in all our literatures is the stuti done by Brahmadeva. Although we studied it again and again, we have to listen to remember all those great things, help a lot in sadhana to fill our hearts with the Lord and also with His Mahima and glory, so that we truly become His Bhakta, seek Bhukti Mukti both from Him. That is how these stotras guide us when we use them. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagawata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Sutta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Natha Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukhaṁ Karoti Vācālam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupātamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunthe Nasti Ayam Rasaha Atha Pibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchada Karhichada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktir Hitvanyatha Rupam स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः. Let us chant from the verse number 7 for 15 slokas, of which we will see the meaning in this 29th chapter of 11th Skandha, which we are studying. Om Shri Shukha Uvacha इत्युद्धवेनात्यनुरक्तचेतसा पृष्टो जगत्क्रीडनकः स्वशक्तिभिः गृहीतमूर्तित्रय ईश्वरेश्वरः जगादसप्रेम मनोहरस्मितः. श्रीभगवानुवाच हन्त ते कथयिष्यामि मम धर्मान् सुमङ्गलान् यान् श्रद्धयाचरन्मर्त्यः मृत्युं जयति दुर्जयम् कुर्यात् सर्वाणि कर्माणि मदर्थं शनकैः स्मरन् मयि अर्पितमनश्चित्तः मद्धर्मात्ममनोरथिः देशान् पुण्यान् आश्रयेत मद्भक्तैः साधुविश्रितान् देवासुरमनुष्येषु मद्भक्ताचरितानि च पृथक् सत्रेण वा मह्यं पर्वयात्रा कारयेद् गीतनृत्याद्यैः महाराजविभूतिभिः मामेव सर्वभूतेषु बहिरन्तरपावृतम् ईक्षेत आत्मनि च आत्मानं यथा कम् अमलाशयः इति सर्वाणि भूतानि मद्भावेन महाद्युते सभाजयन्मन्यमानः ज्ञानं केवलमाश्रितः ब्राह्मणे पुल्कसे स्तेने ब्रह्मण्येऽर्के स्फुलिङ्गके अक्रूरे क्रूरके चैव समदृक्पण्डितो मतः सर्वेष्वभीक्ष्णं मद्भावं पुंसो भावयतो चिरात् स्पर्धासूया तिरस्काराः साहङ्कारा वियन्ति विसृज्य स्मयमानान् स्वान् दृशमं व्रीडां च दैहिकीं प्रणमेत दण्डवत् भूमौ आश्वचाण्डालगोचरं यावत् सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भावो नोपजायते तावदेवमुपासीत वाङ्मनः कायवृत्तिभिः सर्वं ब्रह्मात्मकं तस्य विद्ययात्ममनीषया परिपश्यन् उपरमेत् सर्वतो मुक्तसंशयः अयं हि सर्वकल्पानां सदृचीनो मतो मम मद्भावः सर्वभूतेषु मनोवाक्कायवृत्तिभिः न हि अङ्ग उपक्रमे ध्वंसः मद्धर्मस्योद्धवाणुवपि मया व्यवसितः सम्यक् निर्गुणत्वात् अनाशिषः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Saluting to Narayana, to Sri Krishna Bhagavan as an avatara, as Ishtadeva, also as he is hidden so much everywhere in every sloka Bhagavata. Again, salutations to Krishna, who is a teacher now of this 11th Mukti Skandha, in which the entire jnanam of all the Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Ityasa is Ukta are given to us. Salutations to great Bhaktas like Uddhava and Prahlada, who have become means for knowing the theory as well as getting inspiration to do practice, because these are the great people who are always in the practice and experience of true bhakti and true jnanam. Salutations to our own Guru Parampara, who are guiding us in this path, spiritual, and salutations to our own personal Guru, who in spite of us, with all our inabilities and abilities, yet he is giving us, going on giving us so many opportunities, showing his kindness, compassion, etc. Now, we are studying Upanishad in the morning. There also, Vyasa Guru having taught all the Grantha to the Shishyas, while sending them out, he gave in that convocatory address more than 25 of such beautiful values. When they are practiced, they are safe themselves inside and outside. They are safe also professionally. They will excel in the world in their profession, and also they will excel in the form of the name and fame gained outside. And in this way, those values told in Upanishad, if strictly followed, you will be ejected out, hatched out of all your prarabdha or vasana or samskara, and ashuddhi, become shuddha antakarana, ready for the jnana prapti and mukti. In the same way, in Vishnu Sahasranama, nowadays we are seeing in the last portion, each of the shloka having 10 names or 8 or 7, teaching us again Tattva Jnana and Brahma Vidya. So too, as it is the 8th and last chapter in Vidura Niti, there also we have seen today how Vidura was guiding us regarding the Jnana Marga only. Follow the Jnana, with the Jnana only conduct everything. In the same way, Sri Rama Leela is beginning now of entering into Vanavasa today. Before that already, we are taught the Brahma Jnana about Rama through the Rama, Hanuman, Sita Hanuman Samvada, Ahalya Skruta Stuti, Parashurama Stuti, and latestly Narada Stuti, and today we will see, or yesterday we saw the Vasishta Stuti. Along with all that, here also in our Bhagavatam, before leaving or sending Uddhavji to Badrikashram, and himself Bhagavan before leaving this avatar abode to Uddhavaji, through him to all of us, he is giving us the summary, sara, essence of all sadhanas to be done for our own perfection. Bodily, literally, these sadhanas have to be understood and practiced in our own benefit. If you need conviction, think about them, understand them, then with that intellectual understanding and conviction, keep practicing, and definitely the siddhi comes, the yoga siddhi happens, the prapti anubhuti of Bhagavan definitely happens to us. And we were telling time and again, this chapter is going to be the last chapter of teachings by Krishna. Thereafter, in this chapter only, after 25-30 verses, Uddhavji sent to Badri, Bhagavan goes back, and all that, the Yadava Vamsha Paraspara Yuddha, then they all go to the higher abode. Krishna also leaves this avatara and goes. So, in so many aspects of this particular portion of 28th chapter, which we saw exhaustively, and the 29th, which we are seeing, are very, very important for sadhakas. These topics should be again and again heard and studied without feeling that कि मैं सुन चुका हूँ, मुझे समझ में आया, अब इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. So this type of things happen. If at all we are getting chance to listen again and again, remember Bhagavan wants us to become thorough in theory and initiate in the practice so that we enjoy doing and enjoying reaching. Having said so, we also saw how wonderfully Uddhavji has put the question in front of Lord on behalf of all of us. While doing so itself, in that stuti only, Bhagavat Mahima he told, Bhakta Mahima he told, Sadhana Mahima he told, in fact Siddhi. Those 5-6 slokas only we studied 4-5 days. Having said that, when he is quiet now, before Bhagavan takes up the Upadesha, Shukadevji told us as to who asked in whom, in what way, and how he replied the Lord. That's a tastiest, beautiful, most shloka, about which also yesterday we saw. And what was there in that? Iti Uddhavena, okay, Atti Anurakta Chetasa. In this way, by Uddhava, the Lord was asked. So, who was the Uddhava? Ati Anurakta Chetasa. Whose Anurakti for Bhagavan is Ati. Ati means Atitya. His Anurakti to Bhagavan is more than his Anurakti even to himself. So his Chitta is Anurakta to Bhagavan, to Bhagavad Bhakti, and to the Upadesha given by Bhagavan, and also to the goal of reaching Bhagavan. Such an Uddhavji. Iti Uddhavena Anurakta Chetasa. So Anurakta Chetasa Uddhavena Purushtaha. In this way was asked the Lord. And who was the Lord? Jagat Kridanakaha Swasaktibihi Gruhita Murtitrayaha Ishwareshwaraha. Then Saprema Manoharasmitaha Sat Krishnaha Jagada. Jagada means he started speaking beautifully. We saw the meaning of it yesterday. Jagat Kridanakaha. This is a very, very profound, beautiful thing. Relaxes us when we see inner and outer problems unsurmountable. When we know that whole world is the Krida Jagat and Bhagavan is Krida Kara, main one. Krida Artham Srujasi Prapanchamakhilam Krida Mrugaste Janaha. When we hold on to this thought, any of the things happening in and around us, to which we have no answer, nor we have any remedy, nor any understanding, when we know it is Bhagavan ka khel chal raha hai, that much pain will not be there. And by this age of yours, whichever age you are, at least if not 1,000 times, 100 times, 10, 20 times, so definitely we might have gone through some anubhavas for which we never have the answer, reason. Bhayankara dukkha happening to us only, to our own family members, friends, relatives, or in the world at large. Many, many unanswerable. Why didn't this got avoided? Now, why didn't and then why it should have not been done like that? How many things in our life happened? ये क्यों हुआ? ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए था, ऐसा क्यों हुआ? और वो होना था, ये हुआ ही नहीं क्यों? At those questions time, and especially when the heart is pained by some dukkha ityadi, what helps us is only this sentence, ये भगवान का खेल है, and surrender to him. वाकई उन्हीं का खेल है ना? क्रीडार्थम सृजति प्रपंचम अखिलम क्रीडा मृगाः ते जनाः. Whole world of chessboard, all of us are different pawns. He is the player. He only gave power to each of those pawns. He only makes them put the steps. In this way, we have to accept it to come out of that dukkha which we have no answer. How many times it happened? Especially the people whom we trust or believe have faith, they cheat and leave and go. They dump us and go unexpectedly. You never imagined that. You poured so much love, value, respect, everything, but they have cheated and gone. अब देखो इतना दुख होता है. You all must have gone at one age or the other, one time or the other, one situation or the other. Either cheated and then gone or died and gone. In both, anyway. So Bhagavan is the one whose krida is Jagata. So just allow it to happen. So the influence of that dukkha or that situation will not be so much to trouble us. Mind is balanced. Then what? All that is Ishwar Leela and Prarabdham. Our focus should be knowing and doing what we are supposed to do for our sadhana. Clear? So there is a meaning of Bhagavan is Kridakara. We are all his instruments. World is his Kridasthala. Jagat Kridanaka. And what is Jagat Krida? He is Gruhita Murti Trayaha. He takes three murtis of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Rupa. Swashaktivihi with his three Shaktis of the Maya called Rajas, Tamas, Rajas, Sattva and Tamasu. And then, therefore, for Srishti, Sthitilaya, Sthitikala, for everything is happening, he is the Ishvara of all the Ishvaras. Many Ishvaras like the Devatas, Brahma, Adi, Dikpalakas, Saptarishis, Navagrahas, Ashtavasus, all of them we see, they are all Ishvaras. They are given some peculiar powers and siddhis to maintain the world. But he is the Ishvara of all of them. So Ishvara of all the Ishvaras, the one who taken three forms of Srishti Sthiti Laya, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, with his own three Shaktis of Rajas, Sattva and Tama, and doing the Jagat Krida of Srishti Sthiti Laya, he is Lord Krishna seated there. So Shukadevji and all of them know that Krishna is teaching here Uddhava and there to Arjuna is not an ordinary human being. Sakshat, that Ishvara only, Jagada. Then while talking, How Bhagavan spoke was Sa Prema Sa Manohara Smitaha. So we have spent more than 10 minutes yesterday. How Bhagavan has towards everyone prema only. And that prema he expresses in the form of service. And before somebody takes the service, they should be made friendly. For that, smita. And with that smitata, he does the harana of the mana. And the prema is expressed as what yesterday we saw? Seva. You can do seva without prema, but you can never do prema without seva. Prema is expressed only as seva. So Bhagavan does prema to us. Therefore, he does seva also continuously of blessing us, giving us whatever we want. And he has to answer. For answering, Uddhava should be attentive. So for that, his mind has to be rooted. So he did with prema the smita, which did the harana of the mana of everyone, especially there, Uddhavaji. So, and we explained like Arjuna's yesterday also, Krishna, there also prahasanniva. Bhagavan is extremely happy when he finds someone becoming qualified bhakta or jignasu, approaches him or the God to get guidance for bhakti as well as the jnana. So Uddhava was having both. A bhakta lakshana seeking the bhakti marga, a shishya is there in him seeking the sadhana for jnana marga. What a beautiful character this Uddhavaji is. So to him Bhagavan with a cute smile of looting the mind and heart as if kya, really he started Jagada. And in and through every letter, akshara, pada, word, sentence, the vakya, shloka, what we see is Bhagavan's prema. Bhagavan is Jnana Swarupam, Bhagavan is Ananda Swarupam, but most importantly, Bhagavan is Prema Swarupam. Bhagavan and Guru are the Prema Swarupam. That prema they show through the karuna ityadi, in which they forgive us all our follies and they give us whatever we want to. अगर ये बात हमने जान लिया, कल हमने इसका बहुत बात किए थे. Bhagavan is prema swarupa, Guru is prema swarupa, and if one thing we want to learn as sadhana, in which everything is included, is become the nature of prema. Prema without any asakti or ahankara. Ahankara, ragadvesha, kama, swartha, rahita, prema is the only one with which we can conquer our own upadhis, we can conquer the entire world, and we can really make all of them happy. So such Bhagavan has spoken. Now from here onwards, every word is Bhagavan's prema yukta, anugraha yukta bhashanam, pravachanam, upadesham. So then to these sadhanas from now onwards, what was said in the Upanishad in the morning, those 6 words you must add to help ourselves. What are they? Esha adeshaha vidhi, Esha upadeshaha putrabhyam pituh iva, Esha vedopanishatu, vedartham vedarahasyam cha. Remember? Etad anushasanam ishwarasya, evam upasitavyam, 5th one, evam uchaitadupasyam. This as must and should be done. Etad upasyam means na ananupasyam, never ever should be given up. So you saw yesterday how nicely we discussed that. The sadhanas that are told, 25 of them in Upanishad, having told them, Shruti Mata said these 6 things to that. Here, taking the advantage of them, in the beginning only we are telling to ourselves that these are the Mata Pita Upadesham. This is also the Guru's Adesham. It is a Vidhi-Vidhana told by any great saint and sage. It is Ishwarasa Adesha also. Therefore, it must be done. It should never be not done. Pehle hi bolkar, now we will take up these things. So after listening this, nobody told us what is sadhana. This should not be said. You can say, I have never heard. I never paid attention. I was irregular. I did not take seriously to the heart. I never got myself tried to get convinced. I didn't take the initiative. I didn't continue. You can blame yourself, not anyone else, if you have not done sadhana after listening to this. बोल चुका है चुके हैं भगवान ने, गुरुओं ने, शास्त्र ने, हमको क्या करना. Okay, now the words are simple, and because we heard about them in many places, many 80 to 95% are nothing new to add, but only we remind ourselves of the sadhana and feel the depth of, have deep feeling for them, that may we do those sadhanas, may we take them up. ये वाला संकल्प लेते हुए हम देखते जाएंगे व्हाट आर दी भागवत धर्मास भगवान टेलिंग. So this topic is what? The dharmas, the duties to be followed by a person who is seeking to become Bhagavata or already became Bhagavata. भागवत के लक्षण होते हैं, ये लक्षण जो अभ्यास करेगा वो भागवत हो जाएगा. भागवत मीन्स becomes of Bhagavan, the belonging to Bhagavan. Thereafter his yogakshemas, everything including moksha is taken care of by Paramatma only. Beautiful it is. Become Bhagavata. He will take care of our both bhakti as well as mukti. Having said so, just folding the hand. Om Sri Krishna Saranam Mama, Sri Vyasa Saranam Mama, Sri Shukadeva Saranam Mama, Sri Sadguru Saranam Mama. Oh Lord, please bless all these regularly coming students with all these sadhanas, so that they in this very life get into the glimpses of that anubhuti. Now let us start the mantra number 8, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Long back, when we are studying some slokas of Gita, other places, we told you, and definitely you remember, therefore only in one or two words we say, not deep detail, कि Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri means Shakti. Shri means Prema. Yukta, Bhagavan has spoken these words. So, because the Bhagavan is real, his teachings are real. Because the Bhagavan's teaching, Bhagavan is powerful, his words also, teachings also are powerful. Because Bhagavan is eternal, his teachings also are eternal. Because Bhagavan is unbiased, his teachings are unbiased for anyone. Bhagavan is Ananda Swarupa, his Vani also is to give Ananda only to the listeners and practitioners. So as much true, as much eternal, as much blissful, as much unbiased, means anybody is having arhata for it, so much are his teachings. So we deserve, therefore we got it. But we should receive them and use them for our sadhana. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, meaning of that is explained. In fact, Sri Krishna Uvacha could have been said in Gita entire also. Why it is said as Bhagavan Uvacha is because while giving these teachings to Uddhava here, there to Arjuna, he was not Krishna only, he was Bhagavan. Bhagavan as Parabrahma, Bhagavan as the Maya Yukta Ishvara. From that standpoint, he spoke. And also, Bhaga means all these 6 divine qualities which we discussed so many times. So, keeping all those in his heart, empowered by them, empowering his words, Bhagavan spoke to us. So, because Bhagavan spoke, the Bhaga, the 6 qualities, are very much in these teachings. Only thing is, we have to, through practice, make them our own experience. So, now first one, Hantate Kathayishyami. Hanta means now, here. Idanim, Hanta means good, you asked me. Definitely, I tell you. It is an opportunity for me also to speak. Good question you asked and you deserve the reply. These things will help any and everyone. These are all the meanings of this one word, Hanta. Hanta Idanim. Hanta, now you deserve, you asked. I also love to say that everybody will be benefited by this. Hanta. Te means tubhyam, to you. Kathayishyami, I am going to explain. Like a katha. Katha means anand dene wala. Kam sukham dadat. So in a happiness, pleasure giving, these beautiful instructions I am going to elaborate to you, tell you. And what are they? Mama Dharma. Mama Dharma, dharmas which came from me, dharmas which are given by me, dharmas which are loved by me, dharmas when we practice, they reach you to me. And when you practice them, I love you. That's called Mama Dharma. Again, I am telling, Mama Dharma means, the Dharma means duty to be done. Those things to be done, having done which God is pleased, He blesses us and we reach Him. मम धर्म, मुझे खुश करने वाले धर्म, मैं जो प्रैक्टिस करने को कहता हूँ वाला धर्म, मुझे पहुंचाने वाले है ये सारे धर्म. मम धर्मान. And in the beginning only Bhagavan says Sumangala. Actually, Mangala word itself is so Mangala that it need not be added. It need not be added with any prefix or suffix. And yet, Bhagavan want to tell it's such a beautiful position. Therefore, he adds the letter Sumangala. Sushtu Mangala. These dharmas of mine are going to fetch you the best of the auspiciousness. Mangalata means auspiciousness. Mangalata means all glittering, colorfulness, joy. Like today's Dhanvantari Trayodashi. Many celebrate it as Dhanteras. But more than Dhanteras, it is Dhanvantari Trayodashi. Today is the day in which Bhagavan Dhanvantari has brought Amritam in one hand, Ayurveda in another hand. Ayurveda to give the long life, healthy life, energetic life. Amrita is given there because for the Devatas, denying it to Rakshasas in that Mohini Avatara, because they worked hard for it through that Kshira Sagara Mathanam. So, Sumangalan. So, Antate Kathaishyami, sorry, where is that? Mama Dharman Sumangalanu. So, the Mangaladayaka, Sushtu Mangaladayaka, I am telling you, Mangalata. Most beautiful, most auspicious. So, today is Dayadashi, Chaturdashi, and Deepavali. These are the Mangala Prada Diva. So, today you get the Ayurogyam by getting help from Dhanvantarji. Tomorrow we get all the Divya Gunas blessed by Mahalakshmi Mata. Day after tomorrow you get the light of the Deepas, the Jnanam. So Ayurarogya Prapti, Sadguna Sadhana Krutam, and day after tomorrow is the Prapti of the Jnana. Deepavali is the festival of lights. So if you have to have the lights or the knowledge, you have to fill yourself with Sadgunas. And to know Sadgunas and do Sadgunas, you have to have the health and long life and all. So that's how Trayodashi, Chaturdashi, Panchadashi, in generally, they are the Mangala Divasa in these 3 days of the year. I'm just trying to explain to the word Mangalata. So these dharmas are Sumangalani. Okay. Then what you have to do there, Mangala? Bhagavan telling us, Yaya Shraddhaya Charan. Yan Shraddhaya Charan. These Mangala dharmas, whoever practices them with Shraddha, doing with Shraddha. So that Shraddha makes us do them regular. Like you have Shraddha, therefore you don't compromise with your regular sadhanas, attending the class, etc. Shraddha is a deep fuel which makes us not to compromise the committed work for any reason. See, knowingly doing is knowledge. Lovingly doing is the bhakti. But with full faith doing it is Shraddha. So bhakti, Shraddha, Jnana, Purassara, every doing should be there. We should know what we are doing. We should do it with lovingly. And we should have the faith in the doing of that. Shraddhaya Acharan. When you have Shraddha, you don't deter from it. Is it not? Shraddha वो है जिसके कारण वो बंदा उसमें लगे ही रहता है. And in general, जब तक श्रद्धा है तब तक we keep on holding. When the Shraddha goes away, all our commitments go away. Shraddha, commitment go together. That's why when the Shraddha between parents, children go, then children leave parents and go to America and all. Or any other place. They just change house. Either India में रहेंगे, लेकिन अभी no more brother, father, we can't live. Now my Shraddha is shifted from you to the wife. Wherever she tells, like कुत्ते का दुम या कुत्ते की वो क्या दुम के साथ dog की तरह, I'll go with her. So to a Shishya, Shraddha in the Guru goes away, then that Shishya is no more in the class, in the sadhana, in the tuning with the Guru. Okay, for that life. Now you can't reinstate it. Impossible. It's not like cinema where they do mistake and divide and then reconcile and come together. ऐसा नहीं होता. गया तो गया बस मैं क्या करें. If you have Shraddha, a disciple has Shraddha, how can he leave the Guru? He left means he never had Shraddha. He only had what do you call it, Natak Tab Tak. And day came, then he left. And one thing in the entire life, if you ask me, for what to pray, I tell only this. Pray only for Shraddha. That's it. And we are doing it from so many years. It is helping. Shraddha in Paramatma, Shraddha in the Shastra, Shraddha in the Guru, Shraddha in sadhana, Shraddha in ourselves. Pancha Shraddha, pray for and keep it intact. Shraddha, be attentive, makes all our energies converted into Bhakti Shakti and Jnana Shakti. With which, with Bhakti Shakti, we surrender to God. With Jnana Shakti, we come to know the God. Shraddha has that power. Opposite of Shraddha is Samshaya. That Samshaya takes away all the divine, beautiful qualities of us or make those other qualities ineffective. Like that day when your children are not having Shraddha for you because they had some fighting with you, for you have scolded them or you didn't give them what they want. All capable they are, but they won't do. Because उस दिन अश्रद्धा है, इसलिए they won't help you only. रोते रोते थोड़ा करेंगे. On the other day, you have said, okay, I'll give you what you want. Their Shraddha becomes double. Then with so much of love, without your asking also, they start helping you. Are you understanding that? Shraddhavan lavate jnanam samshayatma vinashyati. Because Shraddha converts all Shaktis into Prema Shakti and Jnana Shakti. And all these Shaktis divine are nullified, neutralized when opposite of Shraddha called as Samshayam creeps in. Doubt creeps in. Samshayatma vinashyati. Doubting Thomas perishes. Please learn this. To all these 5 things are टूट श्रद्धा. हमें खुद कोशिश करते हुए भगवान से प्रार्थना करना है. In silent chambers, what we have to pray is this only. When that undaunting Shraddha is there, we just follow what Guru says, Shastra says. देखो इधर ही है गोल, पहुंच जाएंगे. So यान आचरण श्रद्धया आचरण. Martyaha, human being, he is called Martya because he dies one day. Human being is in human body. For Jiva there is no body. He is not a form. Jiva is given Deha, and that Deha, if it is of human, he is called human. And this body dies one day, therefore is called Martya. That way every animal is also Martya. But मनुष्य है हम, तो हमारे लिए हम ज़्यादा बात करेंगे हमारे बारे में. Why worry about other things? So Martya means the one for whom the death is inevitable. Such Martya, though death is inevitable, what happens to him when he follows all these instructions with Shraddha? Says ki Mrutyum Jayati Durlabham, Durjayam. That Mrityu which cannot be conquered, he will be victorious over that. Mrityu means continuous, constant change, modification and disappearance. Everything other than Paramatma, which is imagined and projected on Paramatma, in time, by his Shakti, slowly goes through change, modification and dies one day. So the Durjaya Mrityu Jaya Tarati means what? That Amrityu Amarana Swarupa Paramatma is made realized by us if these practices are done diligently with Shraddha. Now try to feel that experience inside. When I discover I am Amrita, deathless. Amrita, that Dhanvantari, Amrita Mathanam. Today Amritam also came. So feel when I discover myself to be the immortal. Where more any fears? Where are any of the insecurities? Where the entire samsara of ragadvesha? Everything goes away. Durlabham mrutyum jayat. Amruta we become when these things are followed with Shraddha. Not a less point this is कि भगवान himself says भाई इनका अभ्यास करोगे तो तुमको immortality अमृतत्व मिलेगा. Now, do we have faith in Bhagavan? If yes, then we must have faith in his words. What are the words? He said, the sadhanas which I am going to instruct you, if you do with Shraddha, all of them, you get freed from the Marana. And Mrityu Bhaya and Mrityu Bhaya Yukta Dukkha, everybody is, how much ever rich or powerful a person, when the fear of death creeps in, his dukkha and cannot be put in words, Bichara. And especially as we grow old and all, every moment we are struck with how much our Vedanta we might have studied. All that unless we have done Guru Upasana, Bhagavad Upasana, that it will be remembered and we protect ourselves. नहीं है तो ज्ञान याद रहेगा नहीं, भय ही रहता है every moment. Anything little physical happens, immediately the fear so much comes, कुछ हो जाएगा मुझे करके भागो to doctor, भागो to here and there, we worry. Fear of death and all. But by Bhagavat Krupa, the Jnanam is remembered that I am the Atma Swarupa, I am neither the Jiva nor Deha. They are all imagined, they will go away one day. That fearless Jnanam, etc. comes. So anyway, Bhagavan says, I am telling you, Antate Kathaishyami, Mama Dharman, and they are Sumangalan. Then Shraddhaya, if you do the Acharana of them, you, the human being, Mrityu Yukta, get freed from the Mrityu, you become Amrita Sarupa, Avarana Dharma. Told. The Mahima is explained. Now one by one Bhagavan says. We'll just read them out and just tell little. Most of it is clearly, thoroughly understood by you. Many of the things are already discussed in so many classes, so many texts. Take them and do them. अभी बाकी भूल भी गए कोई बात नहीं. If you remember this now onwards these sadhanas and do them, it is enough. One by one we'll see. First, Kuriyat Sarvani Karmani Madartham Shanakai Smaran. See how many things are said in this. So, Kuriyat starts only the Kuru. Kuru means Karo. Kuriyat means must be done. What has to be done? Sarvani Karmani. All the karmas duly to be done have to be done. And what karmas to be done? Not to be done, we have discussed in our study of Bhagavad Gita Ityadi. When we explained that the karmas fall in 4 categories. Among those 4, 2 have to be done, 2 have to be avoided. What are the 4 karmas, if you remember? 1, Nishiddha karma. 2, Kamya karma. 3, Nitya karma. 4, Naimittika karma. Fourth one, in the first of the list में जो निषिद्ध कर्म कहा उसका नाम ही निषिद्ध है. It should never be done. It destroys us only. So according to everybody's varna ashrama, according to the place there are some karmas nishiddha, so that his evolution is not blocked. There is always nishiddha karma. You can't take poison. It is a nishiddha. So mar jaoge tum. You should not jump from 20th floor. You can do the karma of jumping, but it is nishiddha because it will kill you. So too there are very many nishiddha karmas of the speech and all that. All what we studied in Upanishad are, if you see the opposite of them, nishiddha karma. Like satyam vada, asatyam is nishiddha karma. Dharmam chara, adharmam is nishiddha karma. Ahimsam paripalaya, therefore, himsa is nishiddha karma. So too, according to the Varna, Brahman के लिए कुछ निषिद्ध है, क्षत्रिय के लिए कुछ निषिद्ध, so too Vaishya Shudra. So too, Brahmachari, Grastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, the ashramas, there are something prohibited for him, that's it. Just like for a rogi, some things are निषिद्ध. A diabetic हो गया, तो इसके लिए जिंदगी भर के मिठाई निषिद्ध है. If he is taking it, it is spoiling his health, that's it. So like that, there are so many nishiddha karmas. Some of them are generally to all, Like as I told just now, jhoot nahi bolna, adharma nahi karna. These are Nishiddha karma, jhoot and other, not for only one varna or one ashrama. They are universally Nishiddha karmas. So killing somebody for selfish purpose. Which varna can do, which ashrama can do this one? Nobody should do that. Therefore, it's Nishiddha for all. Generally Nishiddha they are there some, then particularly Nishiddha there depending on varna ashrama. They should not be done. That's why Nishedha. करोगे तो उससे नुकसान तबाही. There is there like in flight when you travel or train, there are some Nishiddha karmas mentioned. Don't open the glass window when you are flight. Don't put your cell phone on. The Nishiddha karma. So in train, don't put your hands, legs, body outside the train. Nishiddha karma. Don't pull the chain there. Nishiddha karma. So some of the places, no smoking zones. Nishiddha karma. Explained? One. Then second is Kamya karma. The karmas we perform prompted by the kamanas. Most of us are the kama purushas. We are all. Thus, many of our actions are prompted by the desires. Clear? The vasanas come as desires in the intellect. Then they gather the attachments are liking at the mind level. Then those express as the actions through the karmendriya. The results are experienced through the jnanendriya and antakarana. Kamanas. To kamya prerita karma. See, the karma which are necessary to be done, they are all dharma karma. But kamana se prerita hai kamya karma. Okay, in that only the next one comes the nitya karmas. The nitya karma list is those every day for our own maintenance which we have to do. So too the job duty which we have to do, taking care of children or parents, ये सारे हमको नित्य कर्म में आ जाते हैं. Third one. Fourth one is naimittika karma. Naimittika karmas are special occasion duties, actions. All these vivahadi, grahastha, graha pravesha adi, or when the country or world is having some weather problem or that or this problem, we have to go and help them. That's called all the naimittika karma. कोई निमित्त से होने वाला कर्म जो हर दिन नहीं होता, तो निमित्त से, like going to doctor. It's not a nitya karma. You are diseased, therefore it's a naimittika karma. Till you get treated, you go there. And like marriage, it's not a nitya karma. It is naimittika karma. This fellow is not listening. Parents understand. इसको ठीक करना है, एक ही काम, शादी कर दे. वाकई ठीक हो जाते हो. लेकिन ये माता पिता के काम का नहीं आता. The wife will enjoy using him for all her works and money and all. Every parents think that child, the son will get settled, सुधर जाएगा शादी करने से. सुधर भी जाएगा और उधर भी जाएगा, इधर नहीं आएगा. So that marriage is a naimittika karma, not nitya karma. Is it? But for a pujari who does puja, it is marriage is nitya, because every day he'll do somebody's marriage according to his duty. Then there is a fifth karma also called as prayaschitta karma. We have done some mistakes, so the atonement activities are given to us. Prayaschitta karma. So these three, Nitya, Naimittika, Prayaschitta karmas. Prayaschitta, if you have done lot of sins and we are going through lot of graha dosha and dukkha, then all these panditjis, jyotisha, they tell us the Prayaschitta karma. Dosha nivarana karmas there are. So dosha nivarana Prayaschitta karma, special occasion raising Naimittika karma and the Nitya karma. And our upasanas, anushtanas, all of them are Nitya karma. Especially we organize a big saptaham Bhagawatam. That is not Nitya karma, Naimittika karma. Gurus come to our house, they don't come stay every day. They come and go. So that time we attend to them. That's called Naimittika karma. So this Nitya Naimittika Prayaschitta karma together called Niyata karma. So Sarvani karmani is these three, not the other two, Nishiddha and Kamya. Because Bhagavata is told for Mumukshu. A Mumukshu is the person who want to know the Paramatma. So for him the sadhanas only are told, not those Nishiddha karma which will put him in jail, not those Kamya karma which will push him into samsara. नरक में जाने वाले, संसार में भेजने वाले, ये निषिद्ध काम कर्म क्यों बताएंगे भगवान? नहीं, देखो सर्व कर्माणी में वो दोनों को हटाकर अदर फोर वी हैव टू. So sarva karmani is sarva nitya naimittika and this prayaschitta karmas. So to sarva karmani includes all varnasrama dharma karma. And also when you have taken the role of sadhaka or shishya or bhakta, वहाँ जो धर्म बताया आपको वो सब सर्वाणि कर्माणि कुर्यात्. So it shows when we must have a clear picture of what karmas to be done by us every day and उसको करते ही रहना. Many of us don't know what to do, what not to do. Therefore, not to do things we do, to do things we miss. That is why all the time we are in that sin of omission and commission. Omitting what is to be done, committing what is not to be done. So, kuryat sarvani karmani. See, kurvanneveha karmani. Kuryat sarvani karmani. तो भगवान इज नॉट टेलिंग बेटा तू घर बैठ कुछ काम धंधा मत कर, मैं तुम्हारे लिए सब लाता हूँ. Because in generally bhakti means become lazy and put entire burden on the Lord. That is what we think. But the first step itself is you have to do the karmas. Kuryat and sarvani karmani. The karmas which we are supposed to do should be done only. You can't have excuses. Sarvani karmani kuryat. And first point is explained. Second is what? When you do every karma, do it for मदार्थम. आप किसके लिए कर रहे हो? That is the most important. For whom you are doing this work. And we already discussed it. You can do every karma for the sake of the world, for the sake of yourself. That world includes your own family members, friends, relatives, society. उनके लिए मैं कर रहा हूँ. And या मेरे लिए कर रहा हूँ. मेरे लिए करता हूँ, again it becomes स्वार्थ karma. Doing for others, it's a social activity. That definitely will not allow you to have papam, but it will bind you with the world taken as real. Our goal is not the world nor serving the world only all the time. Our goal is Paramatma. Therefore, third option is what? Madartham. See, Sarva Karmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi Navadvare. It chaptered in this way in the 5th chapter. And in 3rd chapter also started. And throughout Gita, 7th, 6th chapter, mein, har jagah, 9th mein, Bhagavan went on telling us to do the karma for the Lord. See, Madarthamapi karmani kurvan siddhim vapsasi. The 3rd step in the 4 bhakti levels said in 12th chapter of Gita in the sloka number 10-11. So, kuryat sarvani madartham. Not for me, not for anybody, but for the sake of my God, my Lord. And madartham, next he says, shanakaihi. Suddenly every karma doing for the Lord will not happen. But shanakaihi means consciously, slowly. One by one karma we have to start doing for God. Slowly, slowly we have to reach to this position that sarva karma is done for God. Clear? Sarva karma includes, as we said yesterday, even our breathing. Kiske liye? Bhagwan. From that life-giving breathing onwards. From morning till evening. Waking up se lekar, raat mein sone tak. Waking also for him, sleeping also for him. Between again these mornings, waking and night sleep. Any number of activities I am supposed to do, I do them for the sake of my Lord. Depending on your situation, you are a grahastha, you have your children to be taken care, you do that only. You are not told to give it up and go. करके वो भगवान के लिए करना है, मदार्थम. All the activities which supposed to do, must to do it for the Lord. And for that, what is required? When can you do something for somebody? Only when you remember that person. Therefore, smaran. So the two memories are what? One memory remembrance of God always. Second memory remembrance is everything I am doing for my Lord. So whether you are serving your parents, that is for the sake of God. then this parent service, which itself is a great sadhana, becomes a bhakti later on. Because parents are not permanent. They go one day. God only is the only one permanent. परमानेंट तो भगवान ही है, बाकी कोई परमानेंट नहीं होंगे. Is it not? Therefore, serve parents, but as your arpana to Bhagavan. Serve children, arpana to Bhagavan. Serve wife or husband, arpana to Bhagavan. In this way, Shanakaihi sarvani karmani madartham kuryatu mam anusmaran or smaran mamu. First thing starts is karma done for God is equal to karma phala is given to Paramatma. So I am doing only those karmas told by him. Every karma will have a phala, and that phala I am offering to Paramatma, not for me. In this way, live life. So such person are at the level of Uddhava ji or the greatest example Prahlad ji. They are all from the childhood सब कुछ वो भगवान के दास्य में करते थे. I eat food so that I am alive. I can do kirtan of Bhagavan. So my eating food is for Lord. My taking bath is for the Lord because I become fresh and I can serve Him. I cook the food as a naivedyam to Him. सब कुछ भगवान के लिए करना. These are the great examples. So, बढ़िया बढ़िया है. प्रहलाद जी का एग्जाम्पल है. सब बचपन से वो they are doing. So first sadhana Bhagavata dharma is told. In that also three things are said. One, karmani kuryat. Second is sarvani karmani kuryat. Third is arpana to Bhagavan. Fourth is smaran, remembering Bhagavan and remembering that this I am doing for Bhagavan. And then the other things I need not explain. When you are doing it for Bhagavan, not for yourself or the world, the alertness should be more. The perfection in the action should be more. That is what Mukta Sangaha Samachara. Without attaching with Kartrutva and Phalasakti, Samachara, Samyak Achara, do with the perfection of performance. भगवान के लिए करना है तो और ज़्यादा perfect. No imperfections. Some of them, if at all, we entertained when we were doing it for us. So what are the four things learned? One, remembering Bhagavan. Second is slowly doing everything for Bhagavan. Third is doing. Fourth is doing all that we are supposed to do. Kuryat, sarvani karmani kuryat, madarthan kuryat, smaran kuryat. You can take as 4 Bhagavata dharmas told. So Bhagavata, will he remember God or forget God? He will remember. Will he act or not? He will act. Will he do all the due actions or not? Yeah. For whose sake he does it? For the Lord. Now, this much इतना सिंपल बोला, इससे सिंपल तो कह नहीं सकते ना. और क्या है? We told from morning till night, from birth till death, whatever the nitya naimittika prayaschitta karma we have to do, we keep doing them all. Not even one thing we don't do, everything we do, but for Paramatma ke liye. That is the final goal. Suddenly it doesn't happen. So Shanakaihi. Dheere dheere, yourself become a personality of doing those every due action to be done, offering it to the Lord continuously, remembering Him. So you are making a tea. So, hey Bhagavan, I am making this tea for the sake of family members to drink outside. But this making tea wala mera dharma is offered to you. चाय पीने वाले घर के लोग हैं, लेकिन चाय पिलाने वाला कर्म जो है वो हमको भगवान को अर्पण करेंगे. कर्म वो है और धर्म वाला, बिकॉज यू आर ए पार्ट ऑफ द हाउस, इट्स योर ड्यूटी टू मेक एवरी डे दे वांट. इस तरह से एनी धर्म कर्म डू इट फॉर गॉड. डोंट एक्सपेक्ट योर सेल्फ रिजल्ट and let outer people receiving service from you, let them get the material benefits. Like you earn salary and Deepavali has come, you get good dress for your children. So कपड़े बच्चों के लिए ला के दे रहे हो, लेकिन वो कर्म जो है, Krishna, this month I got clothes for my children, wife and all, this action I am offering to. You. So my action of dharma of getting them new clothes, I am offering to you. So Sarvani Karmani means he has done his job. He's a grahastha, he's a wife, children. They need clothes. He has earned money, bought them, he gave. This karma, which is a samsara, generally. When it is offered to God, it becomes the sadhana to become Bhagavat. These are all Bhagavata dharmas. Remember it. So the Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, all those 25 things are the Niyata karmas to be done. Do them and offer it to Paramatma. 4 sadhanas are told. Kuryat, Sarvani Kuryat, Madartam Shanakahi Kuryat, Mam Smaran Anusmaran. Done. Now next second one. Only after the action and the result of action are offered to Bhagavan, then we can go to next level of offering. What is the next level of offering? The inner instruments to offer to Lord. Therefore, Mai Arpita Manaha, Mai Arpita Chittaha Bhuyatu. Next one is what? Mai Arpitaha Manaha, Mai Arpita Chittaha. Your mana, your chitta, both have to be offered to me. In Gita, Mai Arpita Mano Buddhi, it is said. Here, Manayapa Mana Chitta. Chitta, Buddhi, Manaha, all of them are Antakarana only. So offer them to me. So mana offer to Bhagavan is all emotions of devotion, etc., only to Bhagavan. All sankalpas are done only related to Bhagavan. And all prema ityadi vyaktikarana mainly to Bhagavan and to the world to help them whatever is required. You don't need anything to, like I love the people for them, for helping them. At that time it is required. After that, my attention is not to remember them and love. My attention should be for Bhagavan. That is, my love is to be Bhagavan, to for Bhagavan. That's called a my arpita manaha. And all of us know, mana is sankalpatmakam, vikalpatmakam, sankalpa vikalpa Bhagavan ka hi karo. Think about it. My arpita manaha. Mana is flow of thoughts, seat of emotions, place of projections, place of imagination. So thoughts, emotions, projections, imagination, all that we have to do for Lord, related to God. Then the mana is offered to Him. Mai arpita manaha. Which is a very, very essential sadhana. बहुत. Gita Mai arpita mano buddhi, mamai vaishyasya samshayam. It comes, Mai arpita mano buddhi. Here also it came, it's in 8th chapter. There also, Mai eva manavata, Mai buddhi niveshaya. Again it comes. एंड इन जनरल सब कुछ भगवान को दिया, अंतःकरण नहीं दिया तो उपासना हुआ ही नहीं. भगवान नेवर वांट्स outer material things from us. Through them, Bhagavan wants our antakarana to be offered to Him. In the antakarana also, mana buddhi have to be offered. Then mana buddhi only make the chitta. Therefore, chitta made offering when the mana buddhi are offered. Manabuddhi chitta are owned by the ahankara. Therefore, Manabuddhi chitta belongs to God. I also am offering myself to God. That's the meaning of nivasishyasi mayeva ata urdhvam na samshaya in Gita. Mayeva manadatsva, put your mind in me. Mai buddhim niveshaya, put your buddhi in me. When your manabuddhi are put in me, your chitta also is put in me. Because manabuddhi make chitta, from the chitta only manabuddhi come. When these three are given to me, manabuddhi chitta, then where do you, ego stay? Nivashisi mai eva. Ata urdham, thereafter nothing to go, nothing to do, nothing to know. You ye kar liya, mukti ho gaya tumhara. Because antakarana is not there maintaining its separate entity. All of that dissolved in Bhagavan. Interesting. Mai arpita manaha, mai arpita chittaha. Manaha chittaha. Chitta ko. Chitta is the storehouse. चित्त में हमेशा भगवान की ही स्मृतियां होना चाहिए. That depends on, or that is achieved by nirantara only Bhagavad Sambandha vrittis we are entertaining. Not like today, our mind is given chance for the worldly things and peoples and interment, involvements, enjoyments. That is why 90% of mind is occupied by worldliness. 10% ही हम करते हैं भगवान का स्मरण, मन में 10% होता है. This is what was said again in the fifth of the Anuvaka of the Taittiriya Upanishad. What did the three things say? First he said, Shrutam me gopaya. May whatever I learn be remembered and let it protect me. Second, what he said? Medhayas prunotu. Give me the Brahma Jnana Meda. Third, he said, Medhaya pihitaha. Laukika prajna is the one which is not allowing me to remember you. Laukika prajna covers Atma prajna. Therefore, if you want to establish Atma prajna, you have to remove the Laukika prajna. Means what? Loka Vishayas, we should not allow to entertain, so that all time is spent only for Bhagavan. And every one of us have to decide after certain age. Thus far, no further. पिक्चराइज करो कौन ऐसे एक महाभक्त बन रहा है, भगवत दर्शन मिल रहा है. Picturize it. You see so many examples. Puranas, learn from it. Only 5 minutes. That only once or twice a day, our door is open for the children or servants to give khana and take the empty plate. Nobody, we have to meet, nobody need to meet. We are in urgent and emergency work. Most urgent file, so government. What is that? We are only putting our mana chitta for Bhagavan. Fully we are involved in that only, no other work. Imagine that picture. Bas, subah se sham tak. You have taken variety of the names of God and doing hundreds, thousands of japa, stotras of Lord, bhajan of Lord, kathas of Bhagavan we are studying. Then the tattva chintanam also doing. That is the thing called as Mayarpita Manaha Chitta. Aisa karo, the Chitta is filled with Bhagavan. Not otherwise. Like today, 1 hour Paramatma, 2 hours Jagatu. This is how we again and again allow the Chitta should be filled with the kachara of the worldliness. Bhagavan says, avoid that. May your mana be offered to me. Mana you can include buddhi also. You offer your Chitta also to me. Then he says, Mad Dharma Atma Manoratihi. Means what? Mad Dharma Atma Manoratihi. So, Mad Dharma Atma Manoratihi. Generally, all these dharmas which I am telling you to practice, avoid them in your mind. You should have love for them. मत धर्म मेरे धर्मों के प्रति आत्मा मतलब आपके अंदर धर्म मनोरति ही मनोरमण मीन्स enjoying the dharmas which are doing for me is the meaning of मत धर्म आत्मा मनोरति. मेरे धर्मों के प्रति आपके मन में प्रेम आनंद होना है, नॉट जबरदस्ती कर रहे, रोते रोते कर रहे. इन द बिगिनिंग डेज वी डू लाइक दैट, बट लेटर ऑन यू हैव टू रियलाइज इट. यार कर तो रहा हूं मैं, रोते रोते कर रहा हूं. Like I have to realize, here I am doing Upanishad or Bhagavatam, but am I doing it regularly, monotonously? Am I doing it without rasa, without myself doing sadhana mechanically? I have to observe once in a while and I have to correct myself that I am doing it for my sake and also as seva. Therefore, let there be perfection in the study and in the explanation. In the same way, I am doing your dharmas. भगवान कह रहे मेरे धर्म क्या है, भागवत धर्म मैं लिस्ट दे ही रहा हूं, कर रहे हो, लेकिन एवरी वन ऑफ देम यू शुड डू विथ मनोरमणम, जॉयफुल्ली, नॉट क्राइंगली. स्वीकृति के साथ, प्रेम के साथ, आनंद के साथ करो. Then only you become Bhagavata. So Bhagavata does what Bhagavan says with all the love for Bhagavan and the doing. After doing it, he offers everything to Bhagavan. So all karmas we have done, offer to the Lord. The mana sankalpa vikalpa are also of the Bhagavan. Buddhist nishchayas also for Bhagavan. Chitta filled with Bhagavat Samskara only. And while doing all of that, there is only joyful mood in the mind, enjoying it. So these are 4 plus 4, 8 of the Bhagavata Dharma said we can feel. Kuryat, Sarvani Karmani Kuryat, Madartam Kuryat, Mamanusmaran Kuryat. 4 हो गया. Then Mayarpita Manaha, Mayarpita Chittaha, then Madharma Atma Manoratihi. About all the dharmas in your mind, there should be prema and love. All the dharmas which I told you to do them with a prema and ananda in your mind. It's all very beautiful qualities. They make our life so joyful when you know these things and do them. Do the homework of contemplating on these things given to us by Bhagavan. Clear? Then comes a second set of Bhagavata Dharma. Deshan Punyan Samsrayeta. Occasionally go to the Punya Desha, stay there. Having gone there, what to do? मंदिर में पूजा करवा के अच्छे से प्रसाद खाकर होटल में खा के फिर 6 दिन में 1 दिन दर्शन के लिए गए, 5 दिन शॉपिंग किया. So all these things, what not to do, what to do, when we go to Punya Kshetra and all, this we will see tomorrow. ठीक है. मदेशान पुण्यान संश्रयेत मद्भक्त साधु विश्रितान संश्रयेत देवासुर मनुष्येषु मद्भक्त आचारितानि च संश्रयेत. Second set. Then पृथक सत्रेण मह्यम परयात्रा, the third set. Then sarabhuteshu, look at me, the fourth set. In this way 5, 6, some 7 or 8 steps और सीढ़ियां भगवान हमको बताते हैं. प्रेम से इन सबको करना ही भागवत धर्म. They become a sense of all spiritual indications, instructions given by Guru to be done by us as sadhana. करते रहोगे तो हमको ही वो अनुभव आएगा, पता चलेगा. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णम एव अवशिष्यते. शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. कृष्ण भगवान की जय. So we waited 6 days in the introduction. Today we entered to see the Bhagavata Dharmas. They are familiar, but if you don't do, you forget even theory also. If we go on doing them, we become master of it. It is always in us. Study Ramayana now.